My name is Melissa Merrick, registered dietitian here at Welia, and this is part two of a two-part presentation on fruits and vegetables. In part one, I discussed why fruits and vegetables are important and also how many we need per day. And today I would like to provide some ideas and tips and recipes to help you consume more. And a good place for us to start is with the first meal of the day, which is breakfast. And many of us have no problem consuming fruit with breakfast. Either we top our cereal with fruit or we have it all by itself. But have you ever considered adding vegetables to your breakfast? And one way to do this is to use leftover, canned, frozen, or fresh vegetables in your eggs, whether you scramble them or you make an egg sandwich out of it and maybe put some vegetables in there, or making little quiches, or making a big quiche or little muffin tin quiches with vegetables in there, and putting anything that appeals to you, whether it's spinach, onions, green peppers, red peppers, leftover broccoli, whatever it is, whatever sounds good to you. Another way is to mix a dollop of canned pumpkin with hot cereal or yogurt. And if you heard that and that appeals to you, go for it. Give it a try. If you heard that and you're like, oh, that doesn't sound too good, that's okay. There's other ways to get fruits and vegetables in with your breakfast. Another way is to make a fruit and vegetable smoothie. Smoothies are a great way to introduce new fruits and vegetables to kids and even to some adults. Because the whole fruit is used, the whole fruit or vegetable is used, all the nutrients and fiber is consumed. There's one thing to be aware of with smoothies though, and that is the amount that is consumed. It's best to consume 8 ounces or 1 measuring cup or less at a time. The number of calories and carbohydrates can add up quite quickly, and so a smaller amount of a smoothie is recommended. Another way to get some fruits and vegetables into your day is to double the vegetables called for in recipes. Adding frozen, canned, or leftover veggies to casseroles is a good place to get them. So a tater tot hot dish, maybe adding extra canned or frozen mixed vegetables and decreasing the meat a little bit is a good way to do it. A frozen pizza. Before you put that frozen pizza in the oven, add extra vegetables on top, whether it's extra mushrooms or onions, if you like peppers on there. Some people like pineapple on their pizza, maybe some spinach, whatever appeals to you, go ahead and give it a try. Adding extra vegetables to boxed or processed meals. And I have an example there up on the screen, whether it's a side dish like that or macaroni and cheese. Adding extra vegetables in with it, kind of mixing it in with it, is a great way for you to consume less of that pasta or rice dish and get more vegetables. Or if mixing the two doesn't appeal to you, maybe trying a little smaller portion of that macaroni and cheese or that rice dish and having a side salad or some cooked vegetables on the side with the meal. Always try to avoid having one food at a meal. Try to make it balanced. Try to have at least 2 different foods at a meal. Another way to get more vegetables is to add them to your soups. So whether you make your own soup or you buy a canned soup, adding the frozen vegetables or canned or even fresh or leftover vegetables to your soup, kind of making more of a chowder, is another great way to get more. Another good way to get more fruits and vegetables is to try a new fruit or vegetable each week. And it does not necessarily need to be a unique or tropical fruit or vegetable like the ones up on the screen. It may be just a new fruit or vegetable to you, whether that be an apple or a peach, broccoli, or red peppers. So just trying something like that. If a vegetable or fruit is offered at a party or a picnic, I encourage you to take one of them and, take a bite of it. The more that you are exposed to it, the more that you try, the more likely you will eventually like that fruit or vegetable. But if you like fruits and vegetables and you have no trouble getting a variety of them, I encourage you to try something unique. And there's more and more unique vegetables found in the grocery store. Some examples would be this chayote squash that's up on the screen. Chayote squash has a neutral flavor, and so it can be sauteed or it can be put in a stir fry. If you are someone who likes to stir fry, picking up one of these and cutting it up and trying it in your stir fry. It also can be consumed raw, like in salads, or even, putting a little salt or a little sugar on it and eating it raw that way is a good way. Jicama. Jicama is another unique vegetable. It is a root vegetable with a slightly sweet and crunchy taste to it. It usually is consumed raw. It's usually peeled and then cut up into strips, and it's very good dunked in like hummus or a vegetable dip, and usually is pretty refreshing just having on its own as well. Another way to get more fruits and vegetables into your day is to take advantage of Meatless Mondays. Meatless Monday is a global movement that encourages people to reduce meat in their diet for their own health and for the health of our environment. I like it because many of the recipes included in the website have lots of vegetables in them. So I encourage you to check out their website and take a look at their recipes. But some other examples might be making a meatless chili, a vegetarian chili, and adding the beans to it, but adding a lot more vegetables like carrots, onions, celery, more tomatoes in it is a good way to do it. Another way is to have like a vegetarian taco or quesadilla. And instead of adding meat, put the cheese in there, but maybe add more vegetables, avocados, lettuce, tomatoes, olives, black beans too. So once a week going vegetarian is a great way to get more fruits and vegetables. Another good way is to dip your vegetables. And I hear so many times people saying, well, the only way I like carrots is if I have a lot of dip on it or a lot of ranch dressing. And I usually say that is not a problem. I'd rather you eat vegetables with some dip or cheese or whatever it is on it, instead of not eating vegetables. So if you need some melted cheese over your broccoli, go for it. Another great way is to add, to use peanut butter on celery, peanut butter on apples. So, putting that vegetable with something else so you would enjoy it more. Another great way to get more fruits and vegetables is to use spaghetti squash or cauliflower rice or zucchini noodles instead of rice or enriched pasta. These have become so much more available in the grocery store. Some of the frozen riced cauliflower, riced carrots, riced broccoli are so easy to use. You put the whole package right in the microwave it for 5 minutes and it's done. So it can make a very quick side dish to your meal. So I encourage you to seek those out and seek recipes involving them. Another way is to keep fruits easily available. First of all, it's important to just have fruits and vegetables in your house. If they're not in your house, you're not going to eat them. But maybe start small. Maybe, if you're not a big vegetable eater, start small. Buy one vegetable a week and try to eat those a couple times a week is a good place to start. But if you do like fruits and vegetables and find that you're not eating them, buy them. The first thing you do is you get them ready, you get them cut up, you get them washed, and you get them available to you in your fridge so you can grab them easily and make them a part of your meals and for snacks. If you're someone who likes fruits and vegetables but know that you just aren't able to get them cut up, which is is possible with our busy lifestyles is to go ahead and spend the extra money and already get them cut up, like in these vegetable and fruit trays. They will be consumed by